Alright, listen up boys and girls. I know what you're thinking when you clicked on this video. Oh my god, he's finally did it. He finally sold out. And you know what? Maybe so. Maybe just a little bit, because I definitely had to cave to actually come to this decision. But you know what? The #1 request that I get on this channel is react to stuff, John. React to this band. React to these songs. We want to see your reactions. And you know what? I'm honestly probably not the most interesting reactor. And I'm not going to be that guy that's out here trying to love everything or just hamming it up for the spotlight when the camera's on to try and have some crazy reaction. But you guys always seem entertained even when I just react to lists and stuff over and beyond ARTV. So I figured why not give it a shot. You guys want this all the time. I've got several bands that I am planning to do this for. And no, I'm not turning into a fucking reaction channel. That would never happen. I could never let that happen just because of how I personally feel. And this isn't 100% something that I have my heart in at least yet, but I'm willing to give it a try with you guys. And I asked you guys, polled you on Twitter before just jumping into this, and an overwhelming 79% voted yes, we really want this. So we're going for it, we're trying it out. I'll probably react to 5 to 6 songs from a band each time we do this, and it's not just gonna be me sitting here saying, oh wow, damn, I'm actually going to try and give insight and some intelligent comments on these songs that I'm hearing, pointing out things that I like, dislike, or feel indifferent on. And also at the end of each video, I will go through, and after I've listened to the songs more, come back, film again, and give my final thoughts. That being said, let's actually start the video. What's up everyone, John from ARTV. Today it's time to react to PALAYE ROYALE, an alternative rock and roll band that have a little bit of extra flair and dramatics to them from what I've seen. I've been asked to check these guys out for the longest time, and I've seen their covers on like magazines and stuff. I've heard a lot of buzz about them, and I've even seen like images from their music videos. So from what I can tell, my first impressions of the band were that they were kind of wild. But then I actually experienced their music firsthand at the Vans Warped Tour, the final one. And holy hell, I was impressed. These dudes are like hanging off of the ceiling, coming out and running out of the crowd, covering My Chemical Romance. You bet your ass, I was hooked. So since I am hooked, I'm finally taking your suggestion to sit down and react to some of these songs. I'm gonna go through and listen to 5, picking from some of their most popular songs on streaming services, and also some other deep cuts that I've come across. And hopefully we'll cover a wide variety of their material, from 2018 all the way back to, I think the earliest that I found was 2012. And the first song that I'm gonna react to is actually one that's called Don't Feel Quite Right. So let's do it. Nice and rocky so far. I like that. A little bit of a grisly fuzz to it. Oh yeah, that voice has got a lot of accents to it. Catchy as fuck, man. Ooh, now that is actually something that I really like. That whole chorus is sticky, I'm telling you already. That's something that it seems like he definitely has some charisma to him, and he's not just one of these guys that phones it in. And I listen to plenty of rock music. I listen to a lot of stuff that definitely doesn't even jump off the page. You couldn't even pick it out of a lineup. Already, I'm sensing that this dude's voice is something that's a lot more powerful than a lot of other bands in the scene. And judging from their Spotify play counts, I don't understand why they're not a lot bigger. Put the phone down. Yeah, he actually called some people out of the concert that I was at for that very reason. He didn't say that exactly, but he alluded to the fact that somebody was in the front just sitting on their phone and not paying any attention, and he said, go to the back, because we got some people that actually want to be here that probably deserve to be in the front. I really like the pianos that are going on there, like that's chiming in the background and the way that his voice kind of fluctuates, and it seems like he's giving commentary on the way that people kind of conduct themselves, and maybe sometimes how people don't break out of their shells. And they probably should be pushing themselves in some way, so cool. Whoa. How? Into the guitar solo. How have I been sleeping on this? Wow. This is like some Aerosmith type stuff, Steven Tyler, other huge rock bands wailing, unleashing on the vocals. What's this guy's name? I gotta know. I keep saying this guy, I need to know his name. Well, according to Google, no, apparently they were originally called Crop Circle. Let's see, let's click on their Wikipedia page, scrolling down. Remington Leith, is that right? Is that the singer's name? Let's go down to the members section. Yes, Remington Leith. That sounds like a rock star. You were destined to be a rock star if that's actually his name, if you didn't change that. Remington? That sounds like Remington Steele. Like, wasn't that like a secret spy's name on some show back in the day, and now you're Remington Leith? Ooh, even a little guitar solo thing to end the song. I really like that. And as I go through and react to these tracks, I'm gonna try and give you guys like a little rating for each one on the spot, and then obviously at the end of the video, I will come back and touch on it and see what my final verdict is. I'll hit each song with either a like, a dislike, or a meh, aka an indifferent feeling. And as far as this track, Don't Feel Quite Right, my first real studio quality taste of PALAYE ROYALE goes, that's a like. That's a big thumbs up. I was really impressed with that. Okay, I think for this next one, I want to kick it back to something a little bit older. It says that this Morning Light EP, or single, I guess it's a single, was released in 2012. So that's pretty much the start of the band. I'm kind of expecting something different since it says Boom Boom Room Side A came out in 2016. So let's try out Morning Light. Sounding like something off the Donnie Darko soundtrack, or else, what's that Jared Leto film? What's it called? Requiem for a Dream. Definitely a little bit more balanced and acoustic. Still got the voice. There we go. I hate to say this, but honestly here, he reminds me just ever so slightly of the lead singer of Lifehouse, just the way that his voice is coming across, and it has kind of this dramatic tension to the track so far. I don't know, we're gonna have to keep going, but so far I'm not feeling this one nearly as much. Okay, I appreciate the vivid imagery and the description that's being used here. Everything from angels and other fallouts, and almost giving out like an apocalyptic. How do you say apocalyptic? Post-apocalyptic? I can't talk. Morning Light, I'm not gonna say I straight up dislike, but honestly for this one, I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle, so I think a meh is appropriate here. Checking out their newest release now, and I didn't know that they were signed to Sumerian Records. That's cool. Nice label there. They've got a song called You'll Be Fine that came out in 2018, so I can only assume that there's another album on the way. So let's try this one out and see how this one holds up in comparison to their 2016 material. You'll Be Fine. Reminded me of Green Day's, like those opening notes already reminded me of, like, what is it? Little girl, why are you crying? Viva La Gloria, that's the name of the song. Never mind. It's building up, I like this. Oh! I really like his vocals here. This one is definitely something that feels a little bit bombastic leading up into the chorus, and then Soaring. I mean, I really, really like, what's his name? Raymond? How could I forget it? No, it's not Raymond. Remington. Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Remington's voice here sounds really, really cool. Like the way that it just has that extra depth and grit and a little bit of growl to it, especially as it really snaps. I could tell that the drums were building up there. Figured it would launch into something big, and not that this was just like so over the top, so huge, best thing ever, but still a well done chorus, and definitely so far I feel like it's keeping up the pace of side A of that first album. Whoa, this is unique, I'll say that much. Definitely fits with the whole dark carnival vibe they have going on. You only to pretend of what you was not in my head. That just scored an instant save on Spotify. Thank you. 2 more songs to go. Next up, we're gonna try a bonus track from Boom Boom Room side A, and it's called Get Higher. I don't know if that's drugs or just trying to elevate from a dark place. Either way, I'm interested. I don't know if this song's grabbing me nearly as much so far. It reminds me of other bands. I can't put a finger on exactly what it reminds me of, but this one in particular stands out as not being as unique, I guess, vocally, and the guitars are nice. His voice seems a little bit flatter here, and I don't know if it's the mix or what it is, but I feel like everything's maybe a little bit too compressed here, and as a result it comes across not lifeless by any stretch of the word, but still a little bit less entertaining. Okay, the guitar is cycling here, getting a little bit more interesting. Okay, I'm feeling it a little bit more now. We see a lot of builds like this. I'm already calling it in advance that it's going to keep building up, and then it builds up, the instrumentation gets more chaotic, and then he yells over it, and then that's it. And then it goes back into the final chorus. Let's see if my predictions are true. Not saying it's going to make it a bad song. I'm just trying to throw out a prediction here. Okay. No, I wasn't right. Fuck me, huh? I like that their guitarist seems to throw in a lot of solos. That's always cool to see a guitarist throw in these solos to cap off the songs or else add something different to them. And honestly, we need more soloing in rock these days, or even alternative something. Give us more of this. Hit me. I'm torn on this one because initially, like I said, it wasn't super like feeling the vibe or even the mix of the song, but it got better, a little bit more fun as it went along. But out of the songs that I've heard this far, it definitely wasn't my least favorite. Unfortunately, that's going to the old song Morning Light. But I think I have to say meh on this one too, because honestly, that's how it's hitting me. It's kind of feeling a little bit more generic, unfortunately. Last song, I know the fans would be going crazy if I didn't react to this one, so here we are, Mr. Doctor Man. Mr. Doctor Man questions his hands, lost his mind, clinically fine. I like the bass in the background on this track. Nice, very nice. Shaping up this tune. Oh. Danceable as hell. On a scale of 1 to rocking, right now they're definitely rocking. I do like the stop before the chorus. It just it makes it hit even harder. And then these vocals are really, really good on the chorus. That was actually pretty impressive. It wasn't actually my favorite, and judging from what I can see on streaming here, this is their most popular song, and it is really good. I can see why it's a single, and even though I'm definitely feeling a thumbs up for this track, I don't think it was the best one that I heard. Actually, so far, first impressions, I would have to say that either You'll Be Fine or else the first track I listened to Don't Feel Quite Right were my favorites, but let's see how I feel in a little bit here, and I'll come back and give my final thoughts and verdict.
This is CNN Breaking News.
This is Radio Disney's NBT Next Big Thing, where you get to choose who will be the next big thing in music. Today, we have the three brothers of Crop Circle. Hey, guys.
Hey.
How old are y'all?
I'm 12.
I'm 17.
And I just turned 15.
I don't even know what to say about the discovery I just made. I mean, I didn't know that they used to be played on Radio Disney under the name Crop Circle, and that they're all brothers, and that this is their second endeavor because this is so vastly different from what they were before. It's amazing the things that you will not know if you don't go into the band with any knowledge and just, I don't know, Google them during the creation of said reaction video. But I am glad that I know this now, because now maybe I know what sparked that rebel rock and roll in their soul. And judging also based on the outfits, like I said, and everything, apparently they describe themselves as fashion art rock. I guess I get it, but I also would probably say like glam rock, and as I already said several times, rock and roll definitely fit Palais Royale. Quick final thoughts and verdicts on the songs that I did hear. My two favorites were You'll Be Fine and also Don't Feel Quite Right. The chorus on Don't Feel Quite Right is incredible. Love that crushing rock chorus, and also the driving theatrics and the piano. And also the way that the singer's voice just kills it on this one. And after sitting down, listening to this one more, I can easily say that this is a track that I'm going to be coming back to. Also, You'll Be Fine has me excited for Boom Boom Room Side B as well. I'll have to go back and check out Side A too. The others, I'm not feeling quite as much. I do really like Mr. Dr. Man. That's not included in the not feeling as much. That one is obviously a really killer track, and I saw the music video for it too. Good stuff. The others, Morning Light in particular, it just sounded like a younger band because they were quite young at that time, kind of honing their sound. And as a result, they kind of sounded like they were trying to fit into a sci-fi thriller soundtrack, and it didn't really work all that well. And also, didn't care that much about Get Higher. That one just kind of serves as a standard rock track, and even with repeated listens, I don't feel like it really breaks the mold of the formula. It's perfectly okay, and it has some nice rock tendencies to it. It's just that I feel like their production at that point in their career just wasn't quite there. So maybe they got a bigger budget with Sumerian and were able to record better things. I don't know, but this was a pretty cool introduction to the band. Thanks a lot for tuning in to my first ever reacting to bands and artists episode that I've done. Did you love it? Hate it, or you have questions, concerns, or even suggestions for things for me to do to tweak the format? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope you found this entertaining, because honestly, I don't see the appeal, but you guys seem to love this type of content, so if you do, then I'll keep making maybe an episode or two max a month. Like I said, don't worry, not turning into a reaction channel. Anyways, rambling aside, drop a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts on this band and what others you'd like to see me react to. I've got episodes planned for Greta Van Fleet and also BTS, the South Korean boy band. And yeah, stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications.